You know Jisoo, of course, from the global phenomenon Blackpink. But what's really fascinating is the absolute masterclass in brand building that's been happening right alongside her music career. So today, we're going to unpack the brilliant strategy that turned a K-pop superstar into a global fashion powerhouse, one incredibly smart move at a time. To really get Jisoo's story, you've got to see the bigger picture. We're in an area where the worlds of K-pop and high fashion have just completely collided, creating this new type of global influencer. And Jisoo, she's not just riding that wave, she is, without a doubt, one of its most powerful forces. Her journey is the perfect case study for how this whole new dynamic works.
So, where does a story like this even begin? Well, it all starts with one name, Dior. And this wasn't just another endorsement deal. Nope, this was the foundational partnership that led to Jisoo earning the nickname Human Dior. So, let's get into how this incredible relationship was built from the ground up. Just look at how this progressed. This didn't happen overnight. It was a careful, multi-year strategy. See, it started pretty focused back in 2019, just Dior Beauty and just in the local Korean market. Then, in 2021, came the huge leap, global ambassador for both fashion and beauty. The real masterstroke, though, linking her directly to a legendary Dior product, the Lady Dior bag. That's how you build an authentic identity with the brand.
And this visual says it all, doesn't it? I mean, it's one thing to be a brand ambassador, but it's a whole other level to become part of the brand's actual legacy. By making her the face of a piece as timeless as the Lady Dior, her image is now literally woven into the fabric of the fashion house. It's a powerful message. She doesn't just wear Dior. For a whole new generation, she is Dior.
Okay, so the Dior partnership was the foundation, absolutely crucial. But the strategy didn't stop there. After conquering high fashion, what's next? You move into the even more exclusive, even more elite world of high jewelry. And in that world, there's one name that really stands out, Cartier.
And this brings up a really interesting question, right? Dior and Cartier are both absolute titans of luxury. Dior even has its own high jewelry. So how on earth can one person be the face of both brands without creating a huge conflict of interest? Well, the answer is just a stroke of marketing genius.
The secret is a strategy called portfolio segmentation. Now, I know it sounds a little corporate and complex, but the idea behind it is actually super simple. Instead of having her endorse brands that are in direct competition, you strategically carve out completely separate, non-competing categories for each partnership. This lets an icon like Jisoo dominate multiple luxury spaces at the same time, without watering down her influence or the brand she represents. It's brilliant.
And here is exactly how that works in practice. With Dior, her identity is crystal clear. She owns the space of high fashion. We're talking couture, clothing, and beauty. But with Cartier, she operates in a totally separate lane, fine and high jewelry. It's her exclusive world. By segmenting her portfolio like this, she creates two powerful pillars for her brand that don't compete, which just makes her an even more valuable and versatile icon. It is an incredibly smart way to play the game.
And let's be clear, this Cartier partnership wasn't just another contract to sign, it was an induction. By becoming part of the legendary Panther community, Jisoo joined this incredible lineage of iconic figures that have been linked to the brand for decades. This move cemented her status not just as a modern celebrity, but as a truly timeless icon.
But wait, the strategy doesn't end with high luxury. To become a true global icon, you need versatility. You need to show you can connect with different kinds of audiences. This next phase of Jisoo's journey is all about her unique ability to connect with a completely different market, shifting from something super aspirational to something way more accessible.
And she did this by partnering with Alo, the wellness and athleisure brand. This was such a deliberate pivot. It took her out of the world of Parisian couture and dropped her right into the heart of the modern LA wellness scene. It showed us a totally different, more relatable side of who she is.
This contrast just captures her incredible range perfectly. On the one hand, you have the timeless, structured, aspirational elegance of Dior, and on the other, you have the relaxed, accessible, wellness-focused vibe of Alo. Her ability to just move so seamlessly between these two worlds is exactly what makes her influence so powerful. She can be a muse for high fashion and a relatable icon for our everyday lives.
So when you put all of these pieces together, the calculated partnerships, the genius segmentation, that unmatched versatility, you get what we can really call the Jisoo effect. Let's just quickly recap the core pillars that make her personal brand so incredibly powerful.
So it all boils down to these four key strengths. You've got that deliberate portfolio segmentation we just talked about. Then there's the authentic alignment.
She chooses brands that feel like a natural fit. You've got her unmatched versatility, moving from high fashion to lifestyle, and of course it's all built on her massive global cultural relevance as a member of Blackpink. That is the anatomy of a modern icon.
So what does this all mean in the end? Well, Jisoo's journey is basically the new blueprint. It shows that building an icon today isn't about just one big endorsement deal. It's about creating a carefully curated, multifaceted brand universe around yourself. It's a true masterclass in strategy, authenticity, and the undeniable power of global culture.